Hi guys, in this episode of E830, I'm gonna be checking out a bunch of music videos by the boy group the Boyz that I have apparently missed somehow. Probably because I, just as usual, have been very overwhelmed by the amount of K-pop releases. And I've been starting to notice recently that I'm not the only YouTuber who does K-pop reactions who feels like that. Because a lot of YouTube videos reacting to a bunch of different K-pop groups are called K-pop catch-up. So I guess I'm not the only one who needs to catch up to K-pop releases. It's really hard, guys. Especially if you do other types of content on your channel like I do. So yeah, that's the biggest reason why it's taking me so long to check out all of these releases. But if you want to know which those releases are, it's Timeless, Whisper, All About You, and Roar. And from what I know, only All About You is a non-album single, so that's the one song that I'm not expecting to like. And if I remember correctly, the last song of theirs that I've reacted to was Maverick? Were they the group who did Maverick, or am I mistaking them for somebody else? Okay, so they did it, but is that the most recent song from them that I've checked out? Yes, it is. So yeah. I do want to apologize for taking so long, but I am finally sitting down and doing this. And I'm hoping I'm going to be enjoying all of these songs, honestly. We started off 2023 with a lot of really good releases, and I'm pretty sure the most recent one of the bunch, Roar, is a release from 2023, so I'm excited to hear that one. But before we get into it and find out which one of these songs I'm going to enjoy, I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon or Ko-fi account, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans. And by doing so, you can also get access to a certain tier that I offer over there, which will give you the ability to demand me to do a reaction to K-pop stuff, be it a music video, an album, or a whole artist discography. It's up to you if you want to go there and do that. But you can also just simply like the video. That helps me out quite a lot as well. Anyway, getting this off to the side, let's get into what you're here for, that being my reaction to the Boyz. Starting it off with the song Timeless in 3, 2, 1. I just want to warn you, I'm not necessarily going to be checking out every single one of these music videos twice, unless the song really impresses me. Yep, this definitely feels like the Boyz. It do be the Boyz. Okay, I might actually check out this one a second time. I kind of like how chill it is. Oh wait, that's the song. For a second there, I thought my cat was meowing outside. That sounded so much like a cat's meow, that sound. I like the guy with the kind of pinkish hair. He's cute. I really don't like when songs do this kind of final chorus, man. It's so lazy. Yeah, let's just up the song by one, like, octave or whatever the term is called, and just go home afterwards. Instead of actually trying to make a creative ending for the song, you just do that. Okay, so I will be checking this one out a second time. Honestly, I'm probably gonna check out all of these songs a second time because all of them are like title tracks. So I think there should be a certain level of entertainment. But honestly, for this song, the thing that I am entertained the most by is definitely the vibe of it. Like, that's what carries the song for me. Not that the song itself is like necessarily bad. I just feel like I'm having a little bit of that experience that I used to have when I first reacted to the Boyz. Now those videos are pretty old and I wouldn't necessarily advise you to check them out because the quality is pretty dog shit. But just put it simply, when I first checked out the Boyz' discography, specifically like the title tracks, a lot of their songs kind of were like a little weird for me because they were so close to being catchy, but for whatever reason, most likely because they were just going in different directions from what my brain was trying to predict they were gonna go into, it just kind of made it unable for me to like really enjoy them. Because like I would expect that we're gonna be getting into the chorus and then the song would like, or like whoever is gonna be singing like the pre-chorus is gonna finish the pre-chorus part like a second earlier than what my brain would have predicted. And that kind of like annoyed me. And I haven't really like listened to those songs like twice, so I don't know if on second listen they would have sounded better, but that's kind of how my experience was with their music until they were released. I think it was called like Dance, Dance, Dance or something. And this song definitely has a little bit of that vibe. Like, I'm gonna point it out during the second reaction exactly what reminds me of that, but it's still definitely not as bad as that because there's quite a lot more that I enjoy about this release than the earliest releases by the Boyz. The vibe, like I said, is definitely the thing that I enjoy the most. It kind of reminds me of a Big Time Rush song, which for those who don't know who Big Time Rush are, read up on it because they're a great group. But they are an American group which had their own Nickelodeon show, and I'm a big fan of them, you know? And they've recently came back with some new music that I've really loved and that I've reacted to on the channel. And especially I think their most recent released was really, really good. And really, really reminiscent of this, I guess. Or this is reminiscent of that. I don't know. But like they both had like this chill, summery vibe. And I really, really enjoyed that about this song and that song. And yeah, I think it was also pretty catchy. But I'm still not completely like necessarily like into it. I still need like a second listen to really decide how I feel about it. So without further ado, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. Is this the pre-chorus or the chorus? I can't quite tell. It's the pre-chorus, okay. See how the pre-chorus kind of ended a little bit too early? That's what I'm talking about. That's kind of a little annoying to my brain. I don't really like this chorus though. And the second chorus also sounds much better. I mean, not the second chorus, the second verse. It's definitely a little bit better on second listen. Okay, this sounded like my cat again. Like, what the hell? That sounds so much like my cat. And especially knowing that around this time, he sometimes comes to the door meowing. I just jump expecting for him to actually be outside there and meowing. Honestly, for once, that upping of the octaves, or whatever you want to call it, for the final chorus actually kind of works. Because most of the song is not as impactful and powerful as this part here. Okay, so I'm definitely more positive on the second listen on this one. I definitely think I'm gonna end up actually listening to this song outside of the reaction as well. But I still would have liked something a little bit more impactful. Like, this is fine for what it is. It's a chill summer bop, and it doesn't really need to be anything else. I enjoy the way it is. It's just that what kind of song I'm looking for from them is something just a little bit more impactful. Not necessarily like darker and edgier or rap heavier, like some of you who might have seen other reactions of mine might expect, but just something more impactful. Although, I guess for a point of reference, if you guys want to know which song by the Boyz is my favorite, that would be Tattoo. That's still most likely the best song of theirs for me. I just love it so much, and I want something more like that. But obviously I was never gonna get it from this one anyway. Even the title of the song itself kind of implies that it's gonna be something a little bit more mellow and more of like a ballady kind of thing. But still, I honestly genuinely enjoy this one on the second listen. It definitely, some of that weirdness that I had for the first listen was not there for the second listen, so I definitely enjoyed it, and I like the vibe. It's just that most of the time I'm not necessarily in the mood for like more mellow and bop-like songs. I'm more into the more like energetic and fast-paced and just more impactful kind of songs. But still, for what it is, it's perfectly fine. And in terms of rating, I'm honestly going to give it a solid 8.7 out of 10. I think it's pretty good. It's not going to be like my favorite song of 2022 or anything, but I like it. And there's still 3 more songs to check out, so I think we should just move on to the next one, that being Whisper. And let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, this was released in August. Now this is more like the Boyz that I know. Okay, I'm really starting to like the pink hair guy. Okay. Man, he's so cute. Okay, I definitely have some things to say about this one. I love the fact that they've managed to make it both so cute and so hard-hitting. Like, this might be the best rapping I've ever seen from them, or at least the rapping that I've enjoyed the most. I think I found my bias in the Boyz. I think I also realized why this song is so enjoyable to me. And I think some of you might not like the answer, but I'll share it with you afterwards. Yeah, I've also for the first time like actually noticed the different rappers in this group. I really like this one. This is definitely up there with my favorite The Boyz songs, for sure. I'm definitely gonna be listening to this one a lot. Okay. Anything else? Why does that sound so familiar? Interesting. Okay. So, I'm gonna get it out of the way first thing. I know some of you don't like comparing groups to other groups and saying that songs sound like a song from other group. And I'm sorry, but that's one way to describe how I feel about songs. So you're gonna have to cope with what I'm gonna be about to say. This song feels very much like a song by NCT Dream. At least I think it's hitting all the same spots that NCT Dream songs hit for me nowadays. Like, I honestly think this is better than some NCT Dream songs that they've released recently. Like, the most recent song by NCT Dream that I've reacted to recently was Candy. And this, just like Candy, very much has the cuteness to it, it has the rap heaviness to it, and the hard hittingness to it. I still think this one is kind of a little bit better because I feel like there's still like more personality here a little bit, because I feel like SM's groups in general are kind of losing their personality in their music a little bit, with NCT Dream being the only one that has kind of kept it for the most part. But yeah, this reminds me a lot to the kind of things that I enjoy about NCT Dream's music nowadays. How they manage to make it very youthful, but also very hard-hitting. Like, it's formulated very similarly, you know? And I'm sorry that I'm comparing it like that. Like, the Boyz are the Boyz. Like, they're not copying anybody. That's not what I'm trying to say. So please don't fucking kill me in the comments down below. But I love this song. I really love it. It kind of hits all the right spots for me, you know? I just love it. Like, I love how cute it is. I love how hard-hitting it is. And it's the first time that I've enjoyed, like, the rapping from the Boyz. In recent memory, at the very least. And it's just so creative. Like, the fusion of the cuteness and the edginess is just so good. I just love it. And yeah, we're obviously going to be listening to it a second time. So without further ado, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. I I love how they managed to create their own version of like the rap-heavy concept that is everywhere in boy groups nowadays. I really love this song, dude. This one is a 10 out of 10 for me. And the dancing is really cool as well. This is so much shit, dude. I love it. Funny how I was literally talking about my favorite, the Boyz song, and then we get my new favorite. I'm really curious what people think about this one. I love this part especially. I love it when a group takes a trendy concept and just nails it, but with their own personality immersed in it, you know? I love it. This is so good. That part of the song is so catchy. Dude, this is such a 10 out of 10. I love it. I really love it. And we have this again. What's that about? Okay, so this song was released on 12th of August. Man, I wish I reacted to it back then. But yeah, I really love this one, dude. It just tickles me in all the right spots. It's so good. It just hits everything that I love. Dude, I love it. It's amazing. It's amazing. The choreo is so snappy. The lines are so snappy. It's so catchy. It's so full of charisma and personality. And it's so cute as well. Like, what the hell? It's amazing. It's the ultimate The Boyz song that was made for me. I don't think you can do better than this, honestly. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully we'll get something even better than this. But like, this is the best, in my eyes, that The Boyz can do, that can still keep their identity and also appeal to me. Because Tattoo, like, I love it, obviously. It's an amazing song. But it definitely doesn't necessarily feel like a The Boyz song, because it's kind of like dark and edgy and moody. Whereas this is just like cutesy and happy, but it's still also like so impactful and hard-hitting and rap-heavy, and I love it. It's amazing. I definitely not expect to enjoy a song out of these this much. And I love whenever I have this kind of trend in my reactions to groups. It's always so cool when I do not expect to enjoy a song whatsoever and I get one of my favorite songs ever. out of those reactions. It's so good. And for whatever reason, that always seems to be my experience in the beginning of each year. I always seem to be in the beginning of the year, oh wow, I love all of these releases. And then as the year goes on, not only am I unable to keep up with releases, but I kind of like, I guess, lose the will to live in a way. Because I just don't enjoy songs as much, and I'm more bitchy about the bad things or the nitpicks and everything. But I love this one. Like I said, 10 out of 10, flawless masterpiece for me. I'm gonna be playing the shit out of it, you know? It's great. And I'm curious what we're gonna get with the final two songs, so let's get into the next one, All About You, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on, am I gonna have to listen to this one a second time too? Why did the Boyz all of a sudden decide to be so good? Like, I like this one too. Ooh, that one was really good. And here I thought this was going to be the one that I'm going to be listening to only once. Definitely will listen to it twice. The chorus is so good, dude. Why is this so good? I want to stop asking it, but it's just amazing. This reaction is so much more entertaining than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, I've gotten 2 songs added to my favorite The Boyz song playlist, apparently. I thought this was gonna be like a ballady kind of song, and I wasn't gonna enjoy it much because of it, but this is so good. This is a ballad-like song done right. Emotional, but still energetic. I love it, man. And this is just a special single, and yet it was so damn good. Now I'm especially fucking excited for the next song, Roar. But before we get into it, I will be listening to All About You a second time. I honestly don't even know what to say at this point. Like, what do I need to say that I haven't said already? For the previous 2 songs, like, even Timeless, like, sounded so much more entertaining on the second listen. Whisper, I loved right off the bat, and this one is amazing as well. The vocals are amazing, the emotion is amazing. It's kind of like Timeless but better. Although Timeless definitely had more of like a summery vibe, whereas this one kind of feels like a spring vibe. So, or wintry vibe, that can also count, or fall vibe. It definitely feels like more of the moody part of the year. The kind of song that I would listen to in the moodier part of the year. But I just fucking love it. Like, whenever I listen to ballads, they always bore me. Because they're always very monotonous and do not really have much of an energy. And because most of the time I'm happy and I want to feel happy, they also don't fit in that. But whenever we get like ballads or ballad-like songs like this one, it's how a good ballad sounds like in my eyes. I don't know if I can count this as a ballad. It's kind of structured as a ballad, but I feel like it's maybe a little bit too energetic for it to be a ballad. But again, I'm saying this is the kind of like emotional, very singing-based songs. This is how these kind of songs should sound for me to enjoy them. Because I love this. I love how it's very emotional and very soulful. But it's also like very catchy and energetic and impactful. And it fills you with happiness while still having a little bit of that feeling of melancholy. And I love that about it. It's amazing. And this one is going to be another 10 out of 10, honestly. It's really good. And I honestly don't really have anything else to say that I didn't already say about the Boyz. Except, I did not expect that they would fucking blow me out of the water with all of these releases. Like, out of these 3 songs, 2 have been really good and 1 has been pretty good. So, I really hope that Roar kind of blows my head off my shoulders. Because otherwise I would be very disappointed for all that build-up, you know. But yeah, let's get into All About You one more time. Just to have fun, really. In 3, 2, 1. I felt it though. I felt it right off the bat that the quality was going to be better than I thought it was going to be. Also, this feels very much like a 3rd gen song, which I kind of like because I miss 3rd gen music. There was just something special about 3rd gen music, man. Hopefully we'll get something similar eventually. Because I'm not a big fan of 4th gen K-pop. Not necessarily as much as 3rd gen. Dude, this is so good. I can't get over it. Also, this one also has some really cool rap parts. And this is such a song to listen to after having fun during the summer. It has so much of that melancholic vibe that you feel after playing with your friends during the summer in the evening, dude. It's so good. It brings me back to those days. Kinda miss them. such a fun song. And it just knows how good the chorus is that it repeats it like 4 times. I love that. It's amazing. I love it. Oh man, it's just so good. I did not see that coming. I expected, or at least hoped, that at least one of these songs was gonna blow me away and just like I would enjoy and I would want to add to my playlist. But so far, honestly, all 3 songs are good enough to be on my playlist. Like, sure, I don't really think I'm gonna listen to Timeless as much as I will to Whisper and All About You, but it's still gonna be a song that I'm gonna listen to, and Whisper and All About You are both fucking amazing, dude. I gave that one 10 out of 10. This one is also gonna be a 10 out of 10 for very different reasons, but they have one in common, that being that both are goddamn amazing songs and the best The Boyz songs I've ever heard. Like, all of a sudden, my favorite The Boyz songs list ballooned from like 1 or 2 to like 5. What the hell? And we still have one more song. I don't know what to say anymore. I did not expect that I was going to be enjoying this reaction as much as I am. I'm going to be honest. I thought it was going to be very much a chore, because usually with The Boyz, I don't necessarily have the best track record in terms of how much I actually enjoy their music. Not that I hate it, but they never really satisfy me like this. And I just did not foresee this happening. But I'm glad it did. I'm having a lot of fun. And we still have one more song to check out, that being Roar. So let's get into the first song of 2023 by them. Roar in 3, 2, 1. Oh, so that's what they were teasing. Visually, it's amazing so far. Ooh, that's sick. So far, I like it. I don't know if it's like as interesting as Whisper and All About You, but I still think it's definitely good. Funnily enough though, this is very much a song that is meant to appeal to me. Because it's dark, edgy, and hard-hitting. But the thing is, it reminds me of 80s a little bit too much. It is a very epic music video and cinematic as well. This is like the best music video by them that I've seen. Definitely out of these 4. Man, they're killing it! Again, it's not quite as as interesting as Whisper and All About You were, but I still love it. It's still really good, and I'll still definitely listen to it. Dude, the visuals! Wow! I'm not mesmerized by music videos often at all. Holy hell. Well, I definitely can't wait to watch Form of Therapy's reaction to this song, because that one was visually quite the experience, for sure. I'll tell you this, the song is exactly what I expected it to be, or hoped would be, I guess, a better descriptor, because didn't necessarily have much expectations, although the title did kind of made me expect a hard-hitting and rap-heavy song, but still, like, wow. I'm kind of speechless by this one. But yeah, there's quite a few things that I want to say about this one. So first of all, like I repeated during the reaction multiple times, it's not as entertaining, as interesting as Whisper and All About You were. Because I feel like this one is going very hard into the current trend in boy group songs, which is like very hard-hitting, dark, edgy, mature, rap-heavy, which is something that I like. Stray Kids and ATEEZ are my favorite boy groups. And I love them. I love all of their discography because of how hard-hitting and edgy it is all the time. But I don't think that every group needs to fit that vision, that style, that trend. And I already told you that they kind of were doing like the hard-hitting stuff with Whisper, but I feel like in that case, they were still kind of keeping their identity in the song while still kind of conforming to the trend, you know? Whereas here, I feel like they don't sound like the Boyz whatsoever. Like I said, the kind of structure that this song has and all of the like little gears in it kind of remind me of an ATEEZ song. Starting from like the little whistle that we have in the beginning of the song, which was teased already all the way back in Whisper, is something very reminiscent to what ATEEZ does with their music, where a lot of the time at the end of their music videos, they would tease future release, the next comeback usually. And it's always with these kind of like instrumentals that they would tease it with. And again, I'm not saying they are copying ATEEZ, just as like how I wasn't saying that they were copying NCT Dream with Whisper. I'm just saying that the same things that I enjoy about NCT Dream and ATEEZ are things that I enjoy about these songs by the Boyz. So take that however you will, but please don't crucify me in the comments, because I mean well, I love the Boyz. I think they did really well with these songs. Like, these couple of songs have made me reconsider my opinion on the Boyz music in general, to the point that I potentially want to check out some B-sides by them. Maybe check out their whole discography. But if you crucify me in the comments, you're never going to see those reactions. And also, if you guys want to see that, please comment it down below, or potentially support me on Patreon and Ko-fi, because that's a surefire way to make those reactions happen. But yeah, also getting back to the song, I do enjoy what they do with like the hard-hitting and rap-heavy stuff. Like, I think they did a really good job, despite the fact that it doesn't feel like the Boyz song. I still think they killed it, and visually, honestly, I kind of think it might have been either as good or potentially slightly better than the cinematography that ATEEZ has, because ATEEZ has been really sick with their like cinematic visuals in their like edgy songs. And like I said, this already reminds me a lot of them, but this is the closest that I've ever gotten to the vibe that I get from 80s music videos. And I fucking love it. And I honestly just want to watch the music video for the visuals alone. Like, the song, I love it. I do love it. I do enjoy it. But even if I didn't enjoy it, the visuals of this music video are goddamn insane. I felt like I was on drugs by the end of it. And I just want to see it again, because my eyes just couldn't even comprehend what the hell was happening at a certain point. So, yeah, there's that. This was definitely the most mind-blowing of the bunch. Not necessarily the best. I still feel like Whisper might be the best. This probably, in the long run, is gonna end up being the best, because it just appeals to my taste so well, with like the rap heaviness and the edginess and everything. And I'll probably end up listening to it the most, just because these kind of songs are the ones that end up being listened to the most. But I still think quality-wise, Whisper and All About You are better. But I love it. I love this one still, you know. And let's get into it a second time before I say my final thoughts. And let's go in 3, 2, 1. Like, these visuals are so clean and insane. And the song is fun as well. Like, I'm enjoying it so much. At first it was lacking a little personality on the first listen, but on the second one, I already love it so much more. Also, the visual effects in this one, dude! What the hell? I really can't wait to watch Form of Therapy's video on this. Because there's some really cool visual effects. Dude, the visuals in this part here are so good. I mean, the whole music video is amazing. It's one of my favorite music videos I've ever seen, honestly. There's so much happening. This looks so good. God damn. And just like that, The Boyz has climbed up to be one of my favorite boy groups. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit early to say that, especially because in recent times I'm delving more into groups that I love, but I haven't just learned enough about, not to the level of like Stray Kids or ATs. But the Boyz are definitely up there with like these 4 releases. Like, I did not expect to enjoy these songs as much as I did, dude. I just did not. I thought this was gonna be such a chore, sitting down for 4 songs and having to react to each one of them twice. It's a big undertaking. That's why I stopped doing 4 completely different group reactions per video, and instead moved onto doing separate video for each one of them, because it used to take me so long and it was just so heavy for me to do all the time. But when we get good songs, it's so much fun listening to all of them. And we pretty much enjoyed all of these 4 songs. Timeless was definitely the worst of the bunch, but I still liked it a lot on the second listen. So I'm honestly kind of blown away how much I had fun with all of these 4 songs. Like I said earlier, all of a sudden, the list of really good The Boyz songs jumped from like 1 or 2, maybe 3, to like 5 to 7 potentially. I just have to kind of go back and check out previous songs to really remind myself which ones I really enjoyed. But Maverick is a song that I've listened to decently. Tattoo is a song that I really love. Like I said, used to be my favorite The Boyz song. Now I'm not so sure. And now I have these 4 songs. Like, what the hell? And specifically for Roar, I still think Whisper is probably my favorite. Then it would be this one. Then it would be All About You. And then it would be Timeless out of the bunch. So it's not the best, but it's probably the one that I'm going to end up loving the most in the long term, because it just hits all my buttons perfectly. It's just like a hard-hitting, rap-heavy, edgy song, and I just love that shit. And yeah, just like for Whisper and All About You, it is going to be a 10 out of 10 for this one. Although, if you want like an actual quality judge, it's either a 9.4 or a 9.9 out of 10. I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards 9.9, but I'm just gonna stick with a 10, man. It's just so good. And this one is at least the one that I expected to be good. I guess that's why it kind of feels a little bit whelming. Not really overwhelming or underwhelming, just like whelming. But I really still liked it quite a lot. The visuals definitely surprised me, and I had so much fun with all of these songs. Now I really want to check out some The Boyz B-sides. So again, I want to remind you, if you guys want me to check out some The Boyz B-sides, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And definitely go through my Patreon or Ko-fi and demand me to do a reaction like that. Because otherwise, I will do it eventually, but it might be months, maybe even a year until I get to it. So yeah, if you want to see it sooner, you gotta pay up. I know it's harsh, but I do need the money. Like I said in the beginning, I need money for my transition, so it's for a good cause. But anyway, I'm curious, what do you guys think about these 4 songs? Comment thoughts down below, and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 4 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corby Dead, and Drew. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, have continued to support me in such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And also the link to the LGBTQ charity that helps out other LGBT people like me in my country. It's linked down in the description below. I'm not affiliated with them, I just want to help them out a little bit. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And also, check out the link to the LGBTQ charity that helps out other LGBT people like me in my country. I'm not affiliated with them, I just want to help them out. And also check out my Patreon or Coffee account if you're enjoying my stories or simply and also hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also check out the links in the description to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can also help out to my Patreon or Coffee account, where you can pledge your support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, you can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!